welcome to my channel. Sharon here, and today it's my first autumn project, which is making a small, easy, lazy beginner journal using my 8x6 paper pads. So first of all, I just need to pull out some sheets for the pages. Now these are quite thick, they're 200 GSM. So they are quite thick. I've got two of them that are in autumn colours. So I thought I would use these up. Let's see, what else have I got in here? That's three. Let's have a sheet of that. Something a bit different. Some darker colours, sheet of that. You can use quite a lot up with this one. Oh, I like that one on the front. I think that might be about it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I've also got 2 sheets of vellum that is going to go in the middle. So to do that, I'm just folding that in half, like that. I'm going to make these into pockets, and how I'm doing that is by cutting from here, maybe about there, straight up to the top, like that. I'm just going to mark where I've got a cut, so I've got it level just there, cut from there, and then I'm just going to cut. See, it's very simple, very straightforward, even to do something a little bit different in the middle, up to there. Now you have a choice now of either sewing around here, or as I'm going to do is actually use some washi tape that I've got. So I'm just going to paper clip it there, and then get some glue, put some glue down there, that one about halfway, and then just fold over. And I just need to do that all the way along there and along there. So again, it's very simple, straightforward if you're a beginner as well. So you now have a nice joined pocket there. This will stay flat because you're going to be roughly sewing about there. Now the sewing is, again, it's not sewing per se. When I get to that, I'll show you. So the next thing is now folding all these in half. So they've all been folded into a little mini journal, which is actually 6 by 4 in the end. And you could just leave it like that because this card is quite thick, and do what you're going to do for sewing it together. But I decided I wanted it a little bit of a larger cover, so you could get plain white card if you wanted to. I've got some tea-dyed 300 GSM card. You could use any colour you like you've got in your stash. It doesn't have to be tea-dyed. As I say, if you're a beginner, this is quite a simple, easy one to do. And as you can see, I'm leaving a border all the way round, and then just cutting this off at the sides. Okay, so I've done that, and then I'm putting this over here. So this is going to be the cover, and you have a border round the edge. And I do need, I've forgotten, I'm going to ink. Can't really see much of it, but just to darken the edges to make it more defined around the edge. Like this. So I hope you're all well today. I'm actually filming this when it's still warm. So what I do to glue this down is to line it up like that, hold it in place, and I'm just going to, I should have turned this upside down. I've done a classic and didn't press the record button. So I've stuck this onto here. Oh, I haven't inked that bit. And onto this 300 GSM card, I've stuck it, and now I'm going to sew in the signature, sort of. I'm using ribbon and a very large needle and an awl here, and this ribbon I've got here. And all I'm going to do is probably about there is push that through there, and then I will do the same the other side as well. Yeah. Then thread the ribbon, and hopefully we go through the holes. And that is your is your binding. Simple, straightforward, no awful sewing, lots of sewing or anything like that. And then what I do is I do put a drop of my Fabri-Tac, or what I use, my block from Craftelia. Once I can get it out and it's come down, because I always forget to put it upside down. That's it. So I put just a bit of glue there just to hold it in place before I start decorating. Like that. Right. I'm just going to show you a couple of bits that I can do, that you can do, as being quite straightforward if you haven't got a lot of things to decorate with. Oh dear. Yeah, I should have been prepared. Right, but this, I've got this I found in my stash that I thought would go on there, saying autumn, the last loveliest smile. So that could go there. Like that. As the front cover, so quite simple. And a lot of the designers give away freebies. I think this was actually from 49 Dragonflies, I think. Might have been Digital Collage Club, can't remember. But then one of the other things you can do, and I've already cut up, is, and again, you don't need the punch board, the envelope punch board, but is to make a 2 5/8 there, is to make an envelope to go in there, and using, again, I'm using a piece of paper from the pads, so you can make the envelope. So there's an envelope there that you can then put in quickly. I've just got a spare paper clip here that you can put in. Whoops. into here. So you just clip that down with a paper clip like that. And then one of the other things that you can do is also for the white pages, some of the white pages, you could do some stenciling. So I've got here a leaf stencil. I think I'm going to use tea dye with. Oh, actually, not that. I can use this. So you can just grab some stencils over here, like that. And then the other thing, and so that covers up a white page. You can, well, not covers it up, but I've got some autumn ephemera. Again, there's lots of freebies out there with things like this. And you can put, that's my own. Let's have a look, what should we use? Oh, too big. I've not got a... So you could put something like that. I'll just ink it up around just as a page decoration. As I say, something very simple, very easy, and there are lots out there that do freebies for seasons and that you can pick up if you join Facebook groups, etc. So put something down like that. You've still got a bit of writing space, but you've got a bit of interest on the white page as well. Because you can get white page syndrome and not know what to put on it. I do sometimes. So something simple like that. Now I've just gone and got all this lot. I'll have to move out the way. Right, and then you can also use your pads. So something like this could be a side pocket, say here. So again, you could get your pad. There, and there, and down there. And then these are really simple, just a simple side pocket. So cut that. Like that. And I think if you've got a corner rounder, you could round the corners. I'm just using the small 4mm one. Round the two corners here. As these are straight corners, just keep them straight. Whoops, and then some glue down there. And again, you're using up your paper pads, aren't you? And it's just a straightforward, simple journal. And this can be done, as I say, in an afternoon. What else have I got? Other bits. Yeah, thought I had. Let's say do this on this piece, and again, you're just marking off there. I'll do this one a little bit wider because I'm going to make this a belly band. I'm making this just a tiny bit wider than the last one. As you notice, I do everything by eye, apart from sort of just marking as I can see it on there. Where I'm going to put it. There. With this one, I would round, I don't know, I like rounded corners or I like cut corners. I would round all 4 corners here. Oops. Like that, and then you just put there and there. Put that down like that. And then you've got a nice belly band, but I think it looks a bit plain on there. So again, you could put something like this, or a card. I'm not sure this is bright enough. There. That's a bit big. Don't know that I've got. Ah, here we go. What have I got here? Ah, now that brightens it up. You could put something like that, just ink, oops, round the edge. And again, what you could do is actually, if you've got a circle punch, is just cut a circle like that. So I'm just putting down where I'm going to put the glue. So I'm not gluing. Now something else I could have done was actually punch the hole and put a brad through that. Would do quite nice. Oops. There. So that you can then slot postcard under there, like that. That's another option. And the other, where's the, there. What I have got is some leaves. So I could decorate with some leaves that I've got. Have I got a smallish one? Ah, there. I picked these up in the UK last year and hardly used them in autumn last year. Stick this down, like this, and then, oops, let's fold it over. As I say, it's just about keeping it, oops, I shouldn't have put glue on that bit, because that's going to probably go over the edge, yeah. Like that, it's just keeping it simple. Now, if you just want to make one using up your stash, you can, or as I say, just keeping it simple. And then again, you can get lots of words that you can put on. These are freebies, and the quotes are freebies from, oh goodness, is that one? These are freebies from, oh goodness, Artie Mays. Artie Mays did some freebie quotes, autumn quotes, a couple of years ago. They'll be on her Ko-fi shop, I would imagine. And then you also have Yvonne Preston does freebies, Non-Stop Paper Crafts. Oh, Daisy Journals does, if you sign up to her newsletter, you can get a whole 25-page kit free every month. It only lasts the month, so you've only got the month to download it in, and then it goes off, the link goes off. So you see, you can do things quite simple, quite straightforward, that decorate up a page. Okay, in true Blue Peter fashion, this is one that I've done earlier. So what I did, just to show you how I finished it off, for closure, I've put a piece of ribbon and just tucked it next to the bow, which I'll do with this one there, and just opens up like that. And then this is from Digital Collage Club, so is this, and I've just made some little tags. I've gone through my stash. This is my box of autumn things, and no idea where that's come from, and just picked some things up. There's some of that stenciling with some ephemera. The postcard is another thing you can do. I've got some of these that I got from Hobbycraft last year. But any postcards, autumn postcards, if you see any. And that's just got, again, I'm not sure where that was from, but a journal card in there. A bit more stenciling. This came as a freebie from G. Kerr, Happiness in Crafting. This, I can't remember where this envelope came from. This was ephemera from, oh, I'm not too sure. It might have been Shabby Dabby Doodah. This is definitely Shabby Dabby Doodah. The journal card inside there. Everything's been backed in, what's that one? Tea dye paper. But again, you could just back it in some light cream card if you haven't done any tea dyeing. This is stenciling, and I just did at the edges because that goes over there and then hooks onto there. And these are from Tim Holtz. Again, just a normal paper clip like I did here. Would suit fine, or a silver one. This was from Pink Monarch Prints. Again, this was already made up in my stash, and it was from her autumn, one of her autumn super simples last year, I think, or autumn pockets. This actually is from Digital Collage Club. That's another good resource. I've just paid up for a year there, for a lifetime there. I think it's about £70, £80, but you get a new kit every week there. Again, this is a postcard from Artie Mays. It may have been a freebie, I can't remember, or it could be her stacked autumn cards, really can't remember, but that was definitely Artie Mays with one of Tim Holt's paper clips. This was a freebie, again, can't remember who, might have been Yvonne Preston or Artie Mays. And this one as well here. And then here is the envelope, similar to the one we made here. This is one I've made, put a bit of collage on the front, and this is Shabby Dabby Doodah again, as I say. And again, I've done the stenciling either end of the card, of the envelope rather. There. There's the side pocket, and then there's two journal cards. Shabby Dabby Doodah, can't remember. That's the trouble when you've got a stash and you sort of go through it. And when I first started, I wasn't very good at keeping a track of who I actually used, so, and what kits were what. So it's definitely worth doing that. Again, a bit more stenciling. This is from Artie Mays, and as I say, I think this was a freebie. This was Shabby Dabby Doodah. And this is Artie Mays, again, with one of her autumn quotes on there, which I'm sure were freebies from her Facebook page. No idea where this came from. It was just sort of like a postcardy thing for autumn. Again, I'm pretty certain it was a freebie from somewhere. This was a freebie from Pink Monarch Prints, I believe, and I've just used some ephemera and decorated a bit there and put some faux stamps that came with it. This is from the Digital Collage Club, and then this is Artie Mays, and again I've just put some small ephemera onto there to decorate it, and the little circles that I used as a tag is from Digital Collage Club. So, and that just slots in there. So that's what it's going to end up like. I'm going to be putting one of them in my Etsy shop. The other one is when I've completed this, and one's going in a shop I have here that takes my journals. So I'm putting one in there and one on my Etsy shop. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Please hit that like button and the notification bell and subscribe if possible. Thanks very much. Speak to you all again soon. Bye.